Education is one of the most powerful things in life. It allows us to find the meaning behind everything and helps improve lives in a massive way. It gives us an understanding of the world around us and offers us an opportunity to use that knowledge wisely. And we are the Group 3, and today we are going to present our project proposal, RA 7687. Here are other members of this group that will help me later on discuss to evaluate and share their insights about RA 7687, which we believe is very relevant today in science and technology. All right, so project proposal RA 7687. This act shall be known as Science and Technology Scholarship Act of 1994. This will focus about education. We will give our appreciation, insight, and solution to this RA. We're going to give a resolution, and we are going to critique and provide our ideas to make this law more effective and efficient. And we believe that education is crucial and it is always relevant to talk about. So if you are interested, let's go. This Republic Act 7687 was approved last March 2, 1994. Approximately, it was already about 27 years old, kind of outdated already, and it's old Republic Act. So this act shall be known as the Science and Technology Scholarship Act of 1994. So this will focus more on the scholarship and funding to the school needs of the students related to science and technology. So just a brief overview, what is this Republic Act really talks about? This shall give slot to the poor but deserving student whose family's annual gross income do not exceed the poverty threshold limit. So this will give an opportunity for, especially for the poor students, to showcase their knowledge of what they got in the field of science and technology, which is very vital in progressing and bringing change in our country. And this will also promote the development of country's science and technology manpower, which we believe that plays a big role in our economy today, which if we are going to upgrade science and technology manpower, we were able to land into different jobs and opportunities that will help us harness our capitals and what we put on our country to better its system. And also to pursue higher education or training in areas of science and technology. And this act strengthens the country's science and technology manpower by creating pool of scientists, engineers, technicians who shall fill the needs of industrialization. So as we know that industrialization, we are now on fourth one, which is the modern era. So really, science and technology plays a big part to it. With this Republic Act consists of 20 sections that includes the penalties, the qualifications and such. We are going to provide you just the important sections so that you will have an insight or a glimpse of what this section really emphasizes about. So, Section 2, or the statement policy, and for national development and progress, science and technology focuses on that, as it really gives us the power to foresee the future in a wider lens. And Section 3, general objectives, which creating a pool of scientists, engineers, and technicians who shall fill the needs of industrialization. And Section 6, the coverage. So the grant of any scholarship award fund that should be applied in the field of science, mathematics, and engineering. And for the qualifications, so there are 3 criteria for this. You should be involved in the 5% of the graduate in high school, and you should be 4 years resident of your municipality, and you should have a good moral character, and you are in a good condition of health. Section 13, which is a service obligation, the completion of Bachelor of Science courses. So when you are finished in your chosen field, you're going to pay back the government of the time that you also allotted enjoying the benefits that the government and this Republic Act provided you. And Section 15, Advisory Committee, they are the people which consists Secretary of Science and Technology, who shall tackle about lapses, what needs to be improved in this section. So, and Section 17 last, which is the rules and regulation, the limitations of this Republic Act. All right, so DOST. So DOST would be a big part of this Republic Act, as this will be helping in formulating policies, programs, and projects to support national developments. All right, so each of the member, I have students here to try to help me in evaluating and give their insights and opinions about the question they have been given. So we believe that through this sets of unique questions, we will be able to evaluate, analyze, and critique RA 7687, because I firmly believe that through questioning things, we can discover answers and resolutions to better come up with the best foundations and projects that will help our government, students, and country as a whole. First question is, I have Dan Ramos. Okay, so why is RA 7687 relevant today?
That's actually a great question. Republic Act 7687 is very timely and relevant, especially during this pandemic, since aside from it provides scholarships to talented and deserving students who mainly focuses on science and technology, whose families' socioeconomic status do not exceed the set cutoff values of certain indicators. First, for example, with regards to this Republic Act 7687, it also focuses on young people who may lack resources or family support and are incapable to finance their education due to lack of funds or money. Secondly, scholarships are meant for extremely studious students. I will not say extremely brilliant, as many students get scholarship by scoring higher marks and their actual knowledge is not good. Now, it does not mean all science students who get this scholarship are bad and know nothing, but I am referring to those few who do not know much but are able to get scholarship because of their cramming abilities. So, in all, it's like an investment in their future, and all society will benefit from it. Actually, according to William Zinsser, scholarship hath no fairy like that of a language lurst faced with sludge. So, therefore, scholarships, I believe, is very deserving to every student because all of us needs assistance, not just only from the government, but from all of the organizations that can somehow give help to students. That's all.
So next question is, why do we need to cultivate science and technology in our country? So for me, we need to cultivate science and technology in our country because of our fast-pacing world where a lot of things are really going on. If we will not be able to ride with the trends and certain upgrades, we will not be able to maximize our full potential as a nation and also to produce quality people. I believe that in the economic pursuit, the quality of future we can have if we have modernized and know how to keep up to date would be much more efficient. So investment as well in the future generations to come. All right. In what areas can RA 7687 be improved? We have Kristine Guillermo.
Yes. What I want to improve with regards to this act is, dapat consistent ang pagbibigay ng allowance sa mga scholars, lalo kung nakakapag-submit or nakakapag-comply naman ng requirements for this scholarship. I read this article about the inconsistency ng pagbibigay nila ng allowance na nakakaapekto sa pamumuhay ng scholars nila, lalo na sa pag-aaral. Maybe because some scholars really depend on the allowance that comes with this scholarship. It was also stated on Section 5 of this Act that the budget for this scholarship shall be increased in the amount of 60 million pesos per year until it eventually reaches the amount of 300 million pesos to sustain the recipients of the scholarship during the duration of their study. That means that they have the funds. I wonder why there is still a delay on the issuance of allowances. Studying science is a struggle itself, but helping those who have the potential will also help our country to grow, especially in the field of science and technology. That is why gusto kong ma-put emphasis ang delay sa pag-experience ng students sa funds na nanggagaling sa DOST.
So next question that we have here is, what do we need to keep and or change in RA 7687? So we have Rizzalyn Sabado.
For me, there is nothing to change in the said act, only improve at first because it has explained well the requirements, qualifications, and benefits that students and the government can benefit from. Perhaps just add a slot for students who are eager to get a scholarship. Also, if the Republic Act can be revised or improved that focuses on the welfare of the students relating to the Philippine status as a whole. In our present time, we need to keep pace with technology improvements, so we also need to be able to produce new scientists and experts in the field such as technology, which can help our country in the future and our progress.
Next question that we have here. As a student, what more can you suggest or recommend to RA 7687? So we have here Jean Cyrile Granada.
As a student of Generation Z, what I can see as a disadvantage of RA 7687 is that it was implemented decades ago. Our society has evolved from how it was before back in 1994, which was when this act was approved. It is indeed without a doubt that each generation are having issues and differences which is hard to supplement or solve when we are referring to our outdated laws. Can do suggest is the adaptation of this law to have more consideration towards the areas farther from cities or urbanized places, also to give more considerations of characteristic of our different populations living scattered across our archipelago country, and lastly to give more consideration towards our everyday modern society. I view RA 7687 as a reasonable and well thought law that already helped countless students overcome their financial incapabilities to pursue their dreams in the fields of science and technologies. I believe that investment in education pays the best interest.
Next question we have here is, do you agree with the qualifications set by RA 7687? We have here Crystal Kale.
I somehow disagree with the qualification set by RA 7687. Scholarship should be free and they should have the freedom to choose the course that they want.
So next question that we have here is, what is the role of students and governments in RA 7687? Aleks Mae Laurio.
Thank you. The government's role in this provision is to enable students from less fortunate families to be able to continue their studies by giving out scholarship for science and technology studies. Students, in return, are going to prepare to become competent professionals when the time comes. This will definitely help in advancing research and innovation of science and technology as well as engineering and other related fields in the Philippines.
So next is, how can RA 7687 bring change to the Philippines? We have here Mr. Janjay. Janjay?
We all know that the Philippines is a part of the countries falling under the third world classification, indicating that we are far behind in terms of improvement in technology as well as research. RA 7687 comes in shedding some light on innovation by the Act itself. Scholarships offered to students in the field of science and technology is important to bring progress to the whole economy and our country as a whole. This aims to improve the system in our technology as well as in our studies. Why? Because this scholarship gives chance especially to students with low family income status or those who can't afford to go to universities and have the chance to showcase their talents. It is to serve and to push our development onwards. We all know that a lot of Filipinos have barriers that limits our capabilities, especially in the field of science and technology. This act removes some of these hindrances for those struggling in their studies financially, thus giving them a chance to have a spotlight of their own.
So next is we have Melody. So Melody, do you see a bright future with RA 7687? In what way?
I can see that RA 7687 furnishes scholarships to proficient and deserving students whose family socioeconomic status does not surpass the cut-off value set by certain indicators. By taking some of the financial pressure off of students and families, this act can enable greater success. Through this law, indeed, we can see a promising future because education opens the door to a bright future. If there is a scholarship, there are more students that can be given appropriate education, especially deserving ones. Giving enough education can foster economic growth by increasing innovation, productivity, human capital, and a positive social change. That being said, we can achieve a bright future ahead.
What solution we can do to strengthen RA 7687? So we have Clarence Yu.
Fortunately, numerous universities and schools authorities provide qualified youths with scholarships, college loans, and certain other indicators of financial support those programs that allow qualifying individuals to achieve a college education and eventually becomes productive members of society. Now, with intention of enabling bright young Filipinos to consider successful careers in science and technology, besides from national incentives, Filipino students can indeed pay their university's education through numerous organizations. To strengthen this law, we should aware everyone of this initiative of our government to help us march towards brighter future.
Thank you so much. So we have a last question here. Answer this. How can we help in the implementation of RA 7687? All right. So that being said, thank you so much for the set of students that really made time to share their insights and critique this law. I believe that this law is so powerful, has been given. I believe that yes, this pandemic has really opened a lot of realizations to us. It kind of hinders our dreams, our capitals, our financial needs. Public acts such as this, we have a reason to keep going and reach and pursue our science, technology, and mathematics related courses that we really aim. Consistency is the key for this Republic Act. Still see a lot of lapses with the OSC, with the delays of the funds that they are giving. And of course, for the qualification, I believe that everyone should be qualified as long as they are willing, as long as they are passionate about really pursuing a career. And yes, indeed, we can really have a brighter future if we just help and we just adhere to this kind of law and scholarships. To end this presentation and project proposal, we will end this with Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And indeed, education is our wings to fly and our key to success. Thank you so much and have a great day.